Hello everybody and welcome back. This is me building through my team once again for San Antonio, just kind of preparing, kind of getting everything articulated and everything kind of ready just so we could be fully confident for going into this regional. Pretty much the team has been doing fantastic. Not too many changes from the last video, other than I think I was running. I actually don't think there was any changes from the last video. So, legitimately speaking, we're still running it through with the same team. The cool thing has been, it's actually brought us. Let's see. Right there. So we're at number 75 on ladder. So this is going to be some very high level games. I'm going to be showcasing my thought process through this. It's going to be a little bit more of a quieter video and more of just me kind of talking through the team and its strengths and weaknesses. So I am going to just go through that. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. And yeah, any comments or anything involving that is going to be greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let's jump in and let's showcase the power of these 6 mons. Now, the electric terrain on Iron Hands has actually been amazing as of late. So that's been something that I definitely want to be able to showcase. Alright, so we're looking at a Rocky Helmet Torn, Landorus Choice Band, Booster Energy Flutter with Substitute. That could be a little bit of a problem. A Terra Dragon Heatran, that's pretty fun. And an Assault Vest Rillaboom does not have Heat Wave. Heat Wave, my gosh. It does not have high horsepower. So Heatran is going to be very good into that. So immediately, what I would like to do is I'm going to go with my Trick Room core, where I kind of test the waters out with Farigiraf and Iron Hands. Come behind with Heatran, and then on this battle, I really do want to kind of double check and see, like, okay, what Mon do I think is going to be the best into a late game scenario? I'm going to try Roaring Moon first, and we'll go from there. So we see Torn Heatran. Now, because Torn is Rocky Helmet, I could stop it from doing anything. I'm not really actually too worried about Torn. I'm just going to go for the Fake Out into Heatran, set up my Trick Room. It's pretty free. Yeah. Just kind of go for that. We'll see what they would like to do. I could even just like, well, I'm gonna let Torn stay on the field. Reason being is Torn does not have Protect. And I feel as though that I can really take advantage of the Torn slot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to utilize that time to be able to set up. The Heatran doesn't have a Terra in which it can... Oh, it's Flame Body. Okay. I was going to say it doesn't have a Terra in which that it can really effectively threaten hands, but that's something I need to be a little bit more cautious of. I will go for Nasty Plot, and I'm just going to start Drain Punch spamming into the Heatran. Because there's really no reason not to here. Perfect. Get that Nasty Plot up. Flash Cannon does do a solid chunk, so do need to be a little bit more wary of that. I do think Psychic into Landorus. I actually think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Terra Fairy, and I'm going to Drain Punch. Reason being is because I do think I'll have enough oomph to take out Heatran. Yep, I do. Perfect. And that's why this Farigiraf set is phenomenal. We go into game 2. Now, I feel as though they will better prepare this time. So what we are going to do is we're going to see how they can better prepare for it. Them going for Rain Dance does showcase to me that they did have Fu in the back. So that is something that I do really want to consider moving forward. And knowing that the +2 Dazzling Gleam does more than 60% onto Heatran is solid knowledge. I'm not the biggest fan of the flame body though. I feel like you saw, it could get really big burns, but flash fire consistently puts you into like really solid situations. So on this turn, I'm going to actually just wild charge flutter because I don't want the substitute to come up. So, wow. Oh, it was silly me. Choice band. Derpy derpy. It's perfectly fine though. We do see that they are locked, so I am going to Nasty Plot, and I am just going to Terra Grass and Heat Wave. Does half, which is... that is just incredible damage. Like, in all honesty, that is incredible. I think I did enough damage to Oko the Landorus after the Dazzling Gleam boost, so should be able to get it. It does not. It's actually surprising. So we'll Dazzling Gleam, go for Earth Power. Rillaboom does come out. They can't Fake Out with Rillaboom. I don't really know how they're getting through Heatran. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to get through Heatran with the team that they have. So, we shall see, we shall see. That was a Terra Grass, so I'm immediately just going to go for the Heatran. I'm going to try to get the Trick Room up, but immediately going for Heatran just kind of guarantees me that it's going to be just a 1v2. And I like those odds. And that was a solid first game going into it. Looking at 16-16 on the ladder. Let's see where that's at. It's kind of cool to be able to see like the team doing well enough to be able to hit this consistency. We are at 52. All right. Probably give it 1 or 2 more games and call it a nice quick video. I'm really just wanting to showcase the versatility of the team, and I have been doing so much VGC today, so really kind of cutting it back a little bit after this battle. Might be a nice change of pace. So, yeah, I do hope everybody is doing phenomenal, though. I would very much, if anybody does come across the video, please share with your friends. I very much would like to start actually, you know, being able to do this more often and put more time into content. But for right now, it's really just the time that I have, and being able to take advantage of that. So, yeah, it's taking a while to search for an opponent. I think it's because we're a little bit higher on the ladder, so that also means it's probably looking around at lower ladder as well, so that's perfectly fine. To be honest, everybody on Showdown really has skill, so no matter what area of the ladder it really is, you'll really be able to get a feel for your team, just kind of looking at like, okay, this individual knows Pokemon, like they know Pokemon, so it's not like your team, especially, and with the best of 3, not people that don't really know Pokemon don't really go on the best of 3 ladder, so it's nice to be able to have it and to be able to have the resource for it. This is a really interesting team, so they're actually going to be running, ooh, yep, there's that. Alright, so I have a fairly solid answer into this type of squad. Are you fairy? You are fairy. We're which does make me a little worried, but in the same sense, they do have Wave Crash. Terra Flying. I mean, just going for Fake Out into Glamora and setting the Trick Room. I'm not super scared of setting these Toxic Spikes for a few reasons. One is I am going to Terra Poison myself. We're going to try to get rid of Glamora instantaneously. I think we got it. We might not. Oh, that's actually really bad. So Mortal Spin does come out, and then we do see the knockout into our little baby there. That's not good. That's really not good. I'm trying to... Norton, go away. Trying to see, like, what my outs might be. I think just going for an obvious Drain Punch here and Heat Wave will be a fine play. As long as we connect the Heat Wave, we are... Oh, I spoke it into existence. So, yeah, that's a little spooky. I'm going to just go for Wild Charge, predicting them to possibly Terra. They do just go for the double and they get it. It's a little unfortunate, but it's most likely Dozo in the back. So what we're going to do is they still have Terra Fairy. So what we'll probably do is I'm going to switch into Chien-Pao and just go straight for Flash Cannon. Let's see. And we do see that they go straight for the Body Press. Interesting. Okay. Go for Haze. And then I'm just going to go for Fake Out the first play. And then they do have Body Press, which is going to make things really awkward for Chien, sadly. I'm just going to spam Psychic Fangs. And I'm actually going to give myself the Electric Terrain boost. Now, they can obviously protect spam with their leftovers. However, let's see. It does a solid amount, so. I don't think Drain Punch is going to be enough. So I really just need to think about how I'm going to adjust for my next game. Because, pretty much what I've got to do this next game is very much adjust going into Glamora and Roaring, because those two are going to be really difficult. You know, if I just do this, don't worry about setting Trick Room. Have Chien in the back with probably Ogerpon. And then we just kind of go from here. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for Fake Out into Roaring Moon. And we will go straight for Earth Power into Glamora. Just goes for the Spiky Shield, which is fine. Earthquake's going to do a very solid amount of damage. So I will just Terra Grass. Let's see. Okay, we do get the Terra out, which is actually phenomenal. The Mortal Spin does come out, sadly. And it does get the poison on both of us. Dozo is going to be coming out. I do think what I want to do is I want to Wild Charge into Terra Blast on Dozo almost. I'm going to Terra Blast Glamora just to be safe. I think they'll Spiky Shield or they'll just protect Dozo. So, but I'm not in an immediate threat right now. The biggest thing is I don't want Dozo to be able to get a substitute up. So, they do just double protect. I do think their best move is to switch Glamora. Yep, okay. I'm okay with that. Okay. That is just phenomenal damage. I'm going to switch into Chien-Pao now and Terra Blast. Let's see if they predict. Ooh. We did very, very well on that one. Immediate Haze. Ivy Cudgel. Now I can just Psychic Fangs. Ivy Cudgel. And now come the mind games. I think just going for Ivy Cudgel into Glamora is very safe. Wow. I can't believe they don't have Sludge Bomb, right? Yeah. Okay. They do have Spiky Shield. So what I'll do is I'll do this. And then Sucker Punch, Wild Charge. Perfect. We get to a game 3 that was way too close for comfort. Oh my gosh. Okay. I do like Ogerpon Chien being in the back. I almost think I want to go like Roaring Moon, Iron Hands, and then have Ogerpon Chien-Pao in the back. Because all this is going to do I'm actually going to just Breaking Swipe and immediately Terra Poison. The reason being is I don't want Iron Hands to get taken out like immediately. I want Iron Hands to be able to comfortably break through these two. So we do see the Acro come out, but that's actually really welcome. That's very welcome because I should switch out Moon here for my Ogerpon. Even if they double protect here, what do I do next? Because I would double protect here. Let's see. Protect. Power Gem. Okay. I take out Roaring Moon here. So what do? Go for Acro? I'm going to switch back into Roaring Moon, and I will just go for the Wild Charge. I feel like they're going to overpredict. They do. They do overpredict, and... Ooh. Power Gem did 40. if I Ivy Cudgel into Glimmora, the only problem is, I think I Ivy Cudgel Tatsu. Then I switch Roaring. Wow. They're playing out of their mind. To be honest, Fake Out is guaranteed into this slot. Oh, you know what I could have done? I'm gonna do this. Okay. That was fine. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Sweet. They overthought that one, which is really, really good. Because how do I do this? Because if I haze, the stat changes away. You know what? I think Psychic Fangs has to happen. Okay, cool. That was a really solid game. This was one of the best Dozo Guri teams I've honestly ever ran into. So, very solidly played by my opponent. That was honestly a really, really good game. And like I said, that rating is not even in top 500, and they played so well. So well. I have to give it to my opponent. They did amazing. Whew, that was a good one. But that is the exact reason on why I do run Terra Poison on my Iron Hands, because it assists me in specifically the Glimmora Dozo matchups, and those matchups are insanely difficult sometimes. So 16, 24. Oh, I thought that said 25. That's okay. But that does put us in top 50, which is really cool. But I hope that these two battles do showcase the power of this team. I know this is kind of more of a raw video with nothing else really in it. But please, oh please, send this to as many people as you know, just so we can kind of get the name out there and I can do more content like this and spend more time on it. I greatly appreciate everybody that has taken the time today to watch this video, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Continue to live large, and thank you so much.